I never used to release a trailer before I'd sort of already got all the clips for the montage.
Agreed. Like I've done this little teaser, the little thing I uploaded on Twitter, which it popped off. To be fair, I don't know. I've hardly got no Twitter followers, but that sort of popped off, and it had no clips in. It just sort of like had the little phrases in what I used in the old genocides and that, just to hype people up, just to let people know it was coming. So like I didn't mind making that, but I'm definitely not releasing a trailer until I at least have an opener, a closer, and like 40 clips in the vault on my computer.
You got to be done, mate. Play it safe.
It's got to be prepped.
The amount of people that I used to play with that released trailers when they had 5 clips and then the montage never came. Like, depressing. And the thing is, that was back in the days where you were sort of hyped just to see another person's video. Like, any time someone said, "Here's a good montage," you'd be straight on it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's depressing. Michael Qatar's in here, and he says, "Ask Blackout, is he watch X-Doll 3?"
No, I haven't. I've seen so many. There's so many decent. Is that the team Taj? Is it?
Is that Exalt in it?
I don't know, mate. I don't think I've seen it. No,
I don't know.
There's a lot of. There was a gap where I didn't watch any montages for quite a long time. So, I mean, I need to start doing what Kai does and start watching them on stream or something, because there's so many I haven't seen.
Oh yeah, me too. Like, again, like I said, it got to a point where I stopped sort of, because I sort of stopped making them and stopped watching them at the same time, just because it got to a point where it sort of dried out a bit. But it's nice, like, it's good that people are still making like the team Targes and stuff. I feel like the team Targes give it a bit of a different edge, because the clips are obviously a lot better. Like, and you get a lot more variety in team Targes, whereas when it's one guy doing it, you've got to, that guy has got to work so hard to make the variety everyone's craving at the minute. So
I mean, it's different when you've got 10 people hitting openers and closers, because then almost all your clips are openers and closers. You know what I mean? It's different.
That is it. Over 2K8 lol. You can tell when I made that. Right. Next question. This one's I'm gonna give you a mindfuck here. You ready for this?
Go on.
Excluding the M40, what is your favorite sniper rifle on Call of Duty? No M40. Everyone knows it's the M40, but number 2.
We were talking about this earlier, and to be fair, I got to agree with Stephen. We were saying the R700, because I played Pro Mod. The R700 was the only other sniper I used all the time. But obviously on Pro Mod it was different, because it wasn't like it is on normal multiplayer. It was a mod, Pro Mod. So like the M40 and the R7 was almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
Apart from it had one less bullet. So for me, it's got to be the R7, or potentially, like you were saying, either like the car or the Springfield, or potentially the Mod 2 Barrett. That was a weapon and a half.
That was. Yeah, for me, it's the M1903 from World War II. I just think that gun, for a new gen weapon, so smooth, so easy to aim with, and it's a fucking cannon. Shoot people through the ankles, die one shot.
Yeah.
Quality gun. Such a fun gun to use. I mean, everyone at the minute is...
That's what I'm going for. Is like the funnest ones to use has got to be the ones I named personally. Or the PTRS. That was fun. Like, that was a fun gun to use.
Elfie's thrown in the Kar 98 World at War, which was a quality gun. Everyone's sleeping on the MW3 Barrett, says Penta. I mean...
MW3, yeah, that's a shout. I still like the Mod 2 Barrett.
Yeah, I think... personally, I think the Mod 2 Barrett was better than the Mod 3 Barrett. I feel like the Mod 3 Barrett was too slow in terms of movement speed. Yeah. I think the Modern Warfare 2 Barrett was a weapon. Like, watch Reaps with that. And that's just that's a destruction gun right there.
Reaps just done like different things with them guns, honestly.
Yeah,
like illegal things, like them.
Montage 4. Oh, was it Montage 4 opener? I'm pretty sure it was Montage 4. The 1440 Kalat Nosk with the intervention.
Oh, yeah.
That is one of the clips that I remember. That's like probably the clip that stands out to me when I think of Reaps.
Yeah. There's too many videos which just fucking bang what they released. I say. No one
they, them, him, her.
Him, her, who, what.
We're not going to get discussing this, because this will go on all night.
Yeah.
Because let's leave Reaps. I'll try and get him in. I'll try and get him, her, them in the podcast. We'll see if that'll happen.
Yeah.
When you were making your montages on COD 4, so like back in the day when you were sort of in the throes of making Genocide in the end, was there anyone that inspired you, like from a
Ooh.
YouTube, from a montage making point of view? Was there any videos from other people that you would watch and then go on and play, like, you know, to get the bit of, get that like thing
Um,
going?
Probably obviously Grizz. Obviously, everyone's got a fucking. It's always back in the day Grizz. Like I
Yeah.
remember, what was that? There was a montage he released. I can't remember what it was, but he's like in a private match at the start. I think it's the G Shot tutorial where he's in a private match at the start and he like 360s them kids and they're like, oh my fucking god! And I used to watch that all the time. It used to get me so hyped to play. I was like, oh mate, he's insane. But
It
yeah, I
was
don't know if you guys
ridiculous.
remember a guy called Dominator II.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the first person I ever watched play COD 4 on YouTube, apart from Grizz. I actually think I watched him before Grizz. Um, and he was just an animal. He's the one who edited VGI Dynamite's Blackout montage. I don't know if you remember that.
We all
He was
remember
another
VGI
person.
Dynamite.
Dynamite was also one of my favorite players. I don't know if you know. I got oh my god, what's his name? Is it Profit? Was it
Profits.
Profit?
Yeah, Z Profits.
Yeah, he like I can't remember what montage
Resistance.
he made. Yeah, like one of my all-time favorites. One of
I'm
my
not a
all-time
fanboy. I promise.
Yeah, man, he was a king back then. He only made one, from what I know, one montage, I think.
That was like, some of these names are
Actually,
bringing
Trolling
back.
was my favorite. Yeah, Brad, honestly, and Dutch,
Yeah, there's
two kings, mate.
so many fucking names going on.
Haven't you heard Dynamite's back? God.
Oh Jesus! There was the first, or one of the first montages that I watched. I'm pretty sure it was like the first person I saw, because when I obviously I would have went on YouTube and typed in like PS3 COD 4 or something like that, so I got PS3 montages. But obviously back then it was all Xbox. The first
Yeah.
guy that I saw, or one of the earliest I remember, was a guy called Devil Wears Nada,
Oh
and
yeah,
he
yeah.
had a big amount of views on his montage, and he did a montage, and I cannot remember for the life of me the name of it, but it was fucking brilliant, and it was one of the montages that made me want to start doing like the sniping thing.
Yeah.
Like that
I remember
was
watching Ninja Pigeon back in the day. Like, I'm still great friends
Pigeon.
with Ninja Pigeon. Like, he was the first person I added as a friend from the sniping community because I watched his stuff and like I added him and then we played all the time. This was like early mid 2008. It was crazy. And I'm still friends with him now. He's such a legend. And I'm hoping he will come back.
That is one of the like the great things about COD as well, is making friends with people that you would never have necessarily have met
Yeah.
if you hadn't have been doing this, which is really weird when you think about it. Like, it's like, you know, I was playing a game of Call of Duty and I started talking to a person and now we're like really good friends, and it's just like, it's mad when you think about it like that way. But
Do you know what bugs me even more? Like, one day you signed out of your account and you
don't
never
say
spoke.
it.
Like, for example, like me with NSL, right? Haven't spoke to it. Like, I spoke to him for the last time, and I don't know when that was, but I'm just like, fucking come back, man. Just like all these friends
That's
which I
so
have.
depressing.
It is. It is. You logged out one day and never spoke to him again. So
Yeah,
sad.
that's that upsets me so much. It's, for me, it's more my play, because I still have my Xbox and use that fairly regularly. But for me, it's more like the people that I played PS3 with, because the
Yeah.
people that I played PS3 SLs with, they're like the ones that I made my sort of first half decent montage with, that got some sort of views, and it's like I sort of feel like I owe it to them almost.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like obviously it was nothing, like it weren't anything special, like, but to me it was like everything, having that sort of 7 or 8K views on that montage. I was so
That's,
fucking chuffed with myself, and it was like, now I sort of sit here and think, oh, I wonder what fucking Coke and Ten's doing, or I wonder what fucking all the, you know, like these random fucking PSNs. I wonder what they're doing with their life now, and I just think to myself, God, they're not still around.